weird timing. Wow.
Yes? Yes. I don't know what to say. Perhaps I'm really not sure about this turn of events. I may have preferred the mutton chops. They sort of seem to cover up the
damage.
Either way, good on you. You were saying?
The stats are great. I mean, fuck. Gives me +3 drama, why the fuck not? But I'm not quite sure how the game works. It's like, the maximum I can reach is 3, and it gives +3. Total drama 5. Like total drama 5. Does it cancel it? Because it doesn't show if it cancels it. Whatever. Okay, I need to think. It's a new day. Okay, so you're gonna go check for the armor. The fucking wrapper. I didn't pick up the wrapper from the dead body, and the god was telling me to. And I think, oh shit, whatever. Who made the reporting crime? Kissing competition. Joyce from lynching soul egg sink. The signs get echo to talk about it's through your authority to Titus. Fuck am I gonna do that? I'm gonna fucking do that. I can go check out that church. It would be cool if, like, let's say on the third day of like running, Kim will say, like, Kim will refuse run. Say, yo, it's just. Also, it would be cool if the car would sink. Over like a period of time. Mad tunes to boombox. In this rope, which gives me +3 drama.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Rhetoric. Intellect base +2. What gives me that base? These things. Conceptualization. Learning cap for perception raised to 5. Composure, minor nationalist youth. This place, Rochelle is in ruins. Papuja. River Shoal. Logic -1, whatever. Your shit is apart, and rather than unbecoming of a common human being, it's supposed to be the opposite of that together. Compressed in a small area to achieve a solid level of a shit compression. Squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with 2 hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people, maybe that will help. I feel like this is Logic -2. Visual calculus -2. They're all shit. Savior. The social industry. Name after name, the none of them familiar. They seem real, but something is wrong. You feel like a kid looking at the stickers on the fridge. Trovant, the Apricot Company. World Games 32. Crazy corners feel like the most important of all thoughts. Feel like the most important of all thoughts. The one you truly must complete. Okay. Let's unlock. Yeah, sure. Let's do the ELYSIUM. Okay, great. I shouldn't have. Oh, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck?
That's one brutal motor carriage.
I'm sure they're gonna steal his motor carriage.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches, flow bears, or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Yeah, a true artist of the future, just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
It's a threat. An impotent threat of violence. But I don't. In fact, I dislike them so much I'm willing to drag you boys back to the station just to calm myself down.
Hey, there's no need for that. We're just talking here. Joking too. Stay light, man.
Yeah, didn't you cops, like, have some questions about skulls or some shit? We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them. Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now?
Murder? Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Also, he was hanged. He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's...
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
Ah, this sounds like epistemology. A field so occupied by thought that it begins to question thought itself. However, there is no way these young men could possibly be aware of her work.
Sure. Understandable. Fuck.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Yes. The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Bétancourt, sur la Clé in 42. It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranese pharmaceutical companies in the Semenine conflict. So, it seems the armor went to Semenine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued. The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Crenel, and the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor.
Armor like this isn't mass-produced. It would have probably been fitted. Perhaps there's a record of who signed for this particular suit of armor.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though. Sure. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I will have more information for you then. '57.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
If I gotta search something. Disco. ELYSIUM. If you have
Still here, stuck in this damn jam, my man. Ah, man, me and narcotics go way back. But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man? Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing on me?
Entrapment is a practice whereby an officer of the law induces a person to commit a criminal offense that the person would have otherwise been unlikely to commit. usually through some trickery, persuasion, or fraud.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration. Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire.
Looking for something?
You've got to be kidding me. What is this, detective?
Oh my god. I don't...
No, it won't be.
I see. Now, what makes you think I know how to turn back time?
Oh my god.
Your gut, huh?
He's confused now. He's looking for signs of deceit.
Are you mocking me right now, Runt?
Struck maybe a little.
You think it's easy to stay in shape driving a lorry 6 days a week? Huh? You guys got it easy, on your feet all day long, burning calories and whatnot.
The rumbling in your stomach says there's something not quite right with this one. Alert. We detect major body image disturbance.
What's a guy like me supposed to do, huh? Fucking butt clenches while I'm driving, like some kind of anal acrobat in the homo circus?
He grinds a cigarette butt into the pavement and quickly lights another.
Logic. See...
You still with us, Runt? Or are you just gonna stand around like a glue sniffer? Well, yeah, fuck it. It's a stupid question anyway.
This fool is a colossal waste of time. There's no Kingsman inside him, just self-loathing and entitlement.
So, you heading off or what? Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
I think it only like ups the logic up to 2 or something.
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza. Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage. I don't go for that foreign piss. Proper booze is made in Mundi. Or sometimes, I like a dram of that Yugograd vodka. Koikos and worse much, but they do no booze.
He eyes you warily, unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds. Then,
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking on at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
there was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby. The man pulls on his cigarette furiously.
Few boxes on a lorry nearby. Few spilled boxes. But we don't know which lorry.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine.
Looking for something? Drugs? They are shit, man. You know where that... They know they can't beat us in a fair... I don't go for that foreign piss. Proper booze is...
He eyes you.
I don't know shit. What do you think?
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some Kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to. It's a fucking travesty, is what it is. Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well. That's the one. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. Is your man alright? 100%. He's a lorryman selling his employer stuff. Broke the seals on his Humanox lorry. No doubt he's selling drugs too.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess so.
Everything's still cool here, officer. Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs. That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale, or at my home, or on my person. That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. I'm...
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. Exactly. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity. Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
No use. He's not telling us. He's too afraid. We need to take him to my station and ask him there. After we've called his boss.
Okay, look. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up. It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Interesting. Could this driver be connected to the Hardy Boys?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange.
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now?
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos. I don't know. I'm not local. I don't know anything about that. All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detective.
The woman still has her eyes fixed.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you?
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the wary aspect of a cornered beast.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s. Back in Mefka, during the time of the revolution, the sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro. Until you came along, that is. Someone was. They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not? They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
All of what? The world? The present? She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away, like a tidal wave approaching.
This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all of his lines. Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
There's something off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at the hanging somehow.
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things.
You hear that, Lowman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Nothing. I just don't think she's connected to anything.
He doesn't want your frail mind caught up in something here. Something unconnected to the case. But connected to this woman tuning out like that.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best camioners around. I drive routes no one else will. Lomonosov's Land, Udashnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain.
A terrible cold comes over her, rattling her teeth as she stares inward.
The Transcatalia Magistral. You for 1A. Adestradas du Mirador. All the good ones. The deep trenches. Where the bluebirds fly. You're right, Lowman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously. Thank you for looking out for me.
A correct appraisal. You're quite shabby.
Is that all you woke me up to say? Now what do you want with an old woman's boots, Sheriff? I'm starting to think you should let me get back to Gabriel Buenguerro. You are no Gabriel.
She's wearing sturdy worker's boots, made of black leather. Buckles run across. The sole is also made of leather.
Just before Gabriel, it was the coronation of Franco Negro. Now, there was a real man.
Moreover, the boots were size 37, tiny. There are too many discrepancies in... Another discrepancy although not boot-related, is the coronation of His Innocence Franco Negro, which happened 500 years ago.
I could have told you that from just looking at them.
The feet of a little girl, they fit well on the pedals. What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare. If you don't know,
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
who the fuck is Irrat? Ah, and what do I care about the Union boss? He's no Gabriel, he's no Franco Negro. He's not even Hermenegildo the Hound. Good. I don't care about drugs. Little molecules, they are nothing. Did you just call me a lady, Herife?
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it.
I'm not that either, Herife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul. I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me.
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
The big ones, the trucks. There's no women and men there. It's all just... In the middle of this town, there's a ghostly motorway. It takes all the people where they want to stay.
You feel very cold suddenly, as if standing face to face with a terrifying adversary. Then the feeling dissipates, and all you see is an aging woman. In the background, a quiet song seeps from her cabin into the air. You don't hear any vocals.
Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was. Oh, Sim.
Something in her is pulling towards some unknown rest state. She twitches, like a sleep kick.
Diamonds? Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was? Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine. I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
Of course it does. What did you expect? Yes, go.
Yes?
The woman is still hunched over the railing.
Huh? What is it? What do you want? Did you...
She clearly doesn't. The woman.
I'm a lady like you are, Gabriel, when I'm only...
Yeah, it's not her.
How should I know? Do I look... Oh, Sim.
Something in her is pulling towards some unknown rest state. She twitches, like a sleep kick.
The more I play this, the more anxiety I fucking get. What a fucking great game. Love it. Okay, let's ask her something again. Why the fuck Kim was saying this shit?
The woman is still. The woman.
Fuck.
The woman is
The woman.
still hunched.
Huh? What is it? What do you want?
What are you hauling?
Diamonds. Of course. Whatever stupid things they put. Is that all you wanted to know, Lowman?
Before I came to see.
Did you just...
She clearly doesn't. The woman.
Hi, man.
Oh,
I'm
fuck,
only...
I
Because
pressed.
they can no longer recognize... Oh, sin.
Something in her is pulling towards some unknown.
Did you just...
She clearly doesn't think she.
I'm not that. I'm only...
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
The big one. In the...
You feel in the background a quiet song seeps from her cabin into the air. You don't hear any vocal.
How should I know? Do I look like I spent a lot? Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was. Oh, sin.
Something in her is pulling towards some unknown rest state. She twitches
What are you
like a
hauling?
sleep kick.
Before I came, you seemed away. Soldier your boots.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel. The great adversary, no drugs can compare. Yes, there is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary, the great unrest. I don't like the sound of any of that. Sounds like a horrible drug. The worst one of them all.
Then what were you getting at?
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
What is this? I want to ask. Interested in small.
Why would I want to do that? Lowman, what in the name of God are you talking about? Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way. Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramirizat to Grad, on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramirizat to Grad, Lowman? No, Lowman, diamonds. Diamonds are good for you, Lowman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva de Zoras. Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a... Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
Of course not. To truly understand the boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain.
The boyadero, boya for short, is a cowherder from upstream Magritte.
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain. Of course not. The boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Maigret, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
In the background, you can hear the orchestra swell as the screen fills with the maiden's imploring eyes.
No. The boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Maigret. Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him. The most beautiful. A true boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a boyadero.
What if to truly love a boyadero is to float lifeless downstream?
Yes?
What if you did it? Yes, you killed him. And then, as part of the plan, you drowned out the memory. Forgetting was merely a matter of convenience. Very clever. Maybe this is why your chest feels so hollow. You did an awful thing, and you can't even bring yourself to acknowledge it. Are you sure you would have the strength to take down a hardened mercenary? You're not in the best shape.
And what has led you to this conclusion? That is a common side effect of overindulgence. It will pass. The victim wasn't run over by a drunk driver. So, while I can't condone your driving habits, the cases remain unrelated. Look, it's not unusual for detectives to feel complicit in a crime until the perpetrator is identified and apprehended, especially when the investigation is dragging. So, let's get back to it, shall we? Excuse me? You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
I sure didn't murder this guy, but sure as heck murder somebody else. Holy fuck, shit, fucking rapper. Fucking heck. I don't know where I should fucking go into. Okay, hand-eye coordination, perception, reaction speed. Reaction, severe flare, sneak under the noses, interfacing. Interfacing. Interfacing, reaction speed. Interfacing, connect machines, use and improve them because it makes you better here. That is that. Or repair the motor of carriage, help analyze used pen. It lets you to steal keys off gearing without being noticed. Interfacing. 7. If intellect that's the okay. Skill to fail. Rat checks are single shot. Rat checks are single shot and cannot be retried, although they can lead to alternative positive outcomes. White checks can be retried after failing, but you can put skill point relevant skill into a long time. Both types of checks can be usually made easier by discovering fact. Initial level skills, your attributes. The signature skill selected at start receives a 1+. Subsequent increases require spending skill points on pre-cap depending on the attributes. Example, you can only add 2 points on physique skill if you have you can only add 2 points on physique skills if you have 1 physique. Certain thoughts can raise or remove the cap. Raise or remove the cap. Oh, okay. I see. So conceptualization, interfacing. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing interfacing. Interfacing. Oh shit! I have like that many levels. Holy fuck.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood. This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow. You see a yellow circle with 2 X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead. There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before. He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No. Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency. For Revachol aussi, the moral intern defined junior delinquents as minors between the ages of 10 and 16 who have committed an act in violation of the law. These acts aren't called crimes as they would be for adults. Crimes committed by minors are called delinquent acts. This was part of your officer's exams. I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth. That level of conceptual thinking is not part of my skill set.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb. Voila! Looks very modern. You're part of the future brigade now, and so is your formerly humdrum ledger. Neon, baby. The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least. Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off. This cheap-looking padlock it'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow. An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
Impossible 20. Interfacing impossible. Red check. Check. Fuck, interfacing, so if I should go to that church. I don't know. Maybe I don't have the rights too. But I'm gonna have this in my hand.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown.
I don't know what to fucking do. Should go. Find a fucking lorry driver. Should I get in this? It's too easy. Padlock, padlock. Like, I have armor.
Hello again.
Fuck it, or whatever. I'm gonna go in the church. I would go there anyway.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your... Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you.
Those guys had a key.
Hi again. Have you changed your mind? You changed your mind, right? Mm-hmm. Brilliant. Noid, the key. All right.
It's as if time
Wow.
is frozen somehow. You blam! Straight in the eye. A stabbing pain. Tears stream uncontrollably from your right eye.
Man, I'm super sorry. That was totally my bad. I got overexcited. Threw him too hard.
He looks like he's genuinely sorry. He didn't throw them better.
I'm walking. This is contribution unless I murder cops. This is.
I really am sorry, man. Just take this, okay?
Wow, looks like there's quite a lot there.
The key?
He is shifting in his spot, uncomfortably, still feeling sorry for the mishap.
We were talking about the padlock, I think. Sure, man. As always.
Heavy wooden door, the lock.
Let's go.
A great whoosh in the heart of the city. A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
A radio computer. And it's turned on.
These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks. Alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
Oh, but I unlocked the fucking door now, eh? Well, shit. There's no way to close the door. Well, I think I'm overthinking.
The purity of snow always reminds me of the purity of a man's soul, if he's got principles.
The lieutenant flashes you a quick side glance. His posture tenses. What are you up to now?
What?
He thinks you're playing a joke on him.
Now. I'm sure the officer means it figuratively. Like a forensic technique or something, right?
I thought you were a busy man, officer.
He doesn't know anything. He's too old. just an ordinary wall.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
I don't believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners.
The bemusement in her voice doesn't fully mask genuine tenderness.
There'll never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place.
She throws you a conspiratorial glance, then presses her finger to her lips and squints up at the sky, as though straining to hear something in the distance.
Have you noticed the quiet? Every so often, you might hear a gunshot pierce the air somewhere in Jamrock. But in Martinez, no gunshots, no sirens. The people are languishing in boredom and complacency. This place is a sepulchre. We'll paint it red. We bring the raucous, you bring the sirens.
I don't
The bemusement in her voice doesn't fully mask genuine tenderness.
There'll never be skulls.
Fat chance. But you can still do your part to revitalize the neighborhood.
She throws you a
Have you? This place is...
Gee, why would I dump so many points into interfacing that I can't even open the door?
You're back. Good. Word has traveled, yes, but nothing of real substance has surfaced yet, I gather. Wild Pines has eyes on the intersection, but not ears.
It appears we are being monitored every step we take, colleague. Did we have any other business here?
Godly.
Trying to sneak up on me.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous. Hi. So what brings you here? Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer? Well, here's to you. Bye-bye, gendarme.
I've got nothing to say.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just cop tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already roll on the others, and is in witness protection.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery?
He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised.
It's like you said, Al. Copper's coming up with this on the spot. There is no witness.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
That means absolutely nothing to me. Sounds like some made-up horse shit.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What?
Damn, they wormed their way out of it, somehow. Try something else if you can.
Arab guy? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were all there. Great witness.
Great witness. Great witness. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind? I don't want to talk about that. Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is. A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Dyed. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay? Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person, I know that much.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you. She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her. I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind. The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her.
The pain it was causing her.
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one. Push Tommy and it will break his heart. And his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals.
Thank you, friend. Wow, this makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. Would help with my rhymes, too.
Looking for something? I don't know what you're talking about. Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
No. He means La Puta Madre.
A legendary, and not in a good way, crime boss from Jamrock. Controls what is probably the most powerful organized crime outfit in Revachol West. Looks like the lieutenant has a plan. Let him do this.
Yeah, him.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
The lieutenant adopts a rodentine quality. Be cool, sire. He's getting into this.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is.
He's surprisingly good at this. Not bad at all. Look at him lurching.
It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Carters Guild.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. I've softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job. Be careful. This man's still got some fight in him by the looks of it. It won't be easy to break him.
Half-light. This is White Shack. Intellect. I need the half-light interfacing. Half-light. Shivers. Half-light. That's it.
Looking for something?
Men like this only respect two things: strength and fear.
Fuck you, I told you. I'm not gonna...
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
Well, fuck you for the rest of my life, you understand?
Fucking homo cop.
What the fuck? Fuck you, man.
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green, banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't even seen her for days. Past the monument, down there. The Green Temple. Now, leave me the fuck alone, okay?
Yeah, well...
A small temple by the monument. Green. Let's get into that lorry.
Looks like he got his adrenaline up, too. This green found, A to Z, Contemporain, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
This must be the one he told us about, unless he was lying. Use the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside. This has been hard enough. No need to make it any harder.
The door is locked. There's no picking this lock. The glass on the side, it feels like you're peeking into someone's home residence. Inside, it's private, cozy.
What do I need? Instrument.
This screen found, A to Z, contemporain, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days. Pry bar in hand, you take a hard swing. Goddamn maggot. Drag your ass to the gym and do some reps right now. Another futile thunk.
This has been hard enough. No need to make it any harder.
He smashes it into the window. Droplets of glass fly everywhere, shattering over the lorry floor and pavement. You can just reach in now.
It went better than I expected. Open it from the inside.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. So it looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed, likely by the missing lady driver.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
It has to be an advanced model to fit so many frequencies next to each other without blending them together.
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without a dial key. For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation.
A 20-kilometer radius at least, perhaps extended by an attachable antenna that's not here right now. The smell of 1,000 cigarettes, some dead actresses, and a rusty old toolbox under the seat. You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle. Sandpaper adds extra grip. The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. The metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper. It's an issue of Périphérique from last Wednesday. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the ELYSIUM frequency system.
The ELYSIUM frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
The pull-out tool slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last. One of them particularly catches your eye, a centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat. The actress is draped in a sheathed dress. A feeling of tenderness washes over you. A longing even, perhaps. And gentle tragedy. This is Tip Tijon, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her tragic, untimely death. She wasted away in a drug den called Door to the River. Not far from here, on Boogie Street, a mixture of cocaine and morphine. The actresses enclosed the rusty old lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce? All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep. Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net. I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
Listening in on your calls between you and your station, a worrying prospect.
We should return to the murder case, see what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that. The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause, an investigation I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome. All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either. We didn't find anything conclusive linking them to the smuggling operation. But somehow, I doubt that Everard Clare would be oblivious to something like this happening right under his nose. My suggestion is, we use it against the Union in any way we can, to our own ends. It's a slippery hill, but we just might be able to pin them down, indirectly, down the road.
In short, this is a future angle, possibly a good one.
Debrief over, after you.
I saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble? Oh man, that's like a load off my mind. All that stress was messing up my rhymes.
He chooses to believe what's best for her.
Oh, you know. Tommy Leham's gonna be a musician. Sprechgesang, but with beats. I've got a lot of free time on the road to hone my craft. Yeah, you too. Be safe, detective.
That rider's... Hey, piss... Look who it is. That rider's... Hey.
Oh my wa. Oh my wa. Why would I put so much in interface? 3 levels in interfacing. I just thought I'm gonna open that door because that door I require a lot of interfacing. It didn't know it needs 20 interfacing. Like, holy fuck, what the fuck? Am I supposed to have all the armor pieces? But Joycey.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Oh. Ah, now I get it. Wow. Who's the driver? Okay, so let me go maybe talk to. Maybe she's gonna open the fucking doors now. What about? Yeah, fuck.
The man ponders his cooking utensil. You see a heavy steel, the cobalt old coat. The door does not. The door is closed. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you. He doesn't like where this is going. You should punch a fucking hole in it.
Super.
The murmur in your ears recedes slowly. Your breathing normalizes.
I'm not gonna have access to it, will I?
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
do. Fuck, I still haven't found my gun.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Investigation. Should. Missing.
Sure thing.
Wait, I saw me.
With Kim here?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the revolution, and I don't like keeping guns around.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her
Referring to
interest in the
herself?
gun a bit obsessive,
Referring to
but I was
herself
just
as a
happy to get
pig.
rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the street.
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
He's a vigilante. She must be one of the rabbit fan. I don't like it either, Shinten.
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the Force. We have to find her.
My apologies, officer.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it right now. You'll just have to hope Everard wasn't lying, and the Union can track her down in time.
Sure, man.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. This set of soldiers...
You're probably talking about the revolution. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. I don't like either set very much. Hello?
Okay.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Legendary medium. See what's hidden in there. Fuck it, I guess let's go with Joyce.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right? Cracked it. All in a good day's work. What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is. Yes, and you found him. Now go and tell the working class woman. Protect and serve, recruit. There's no need for champagne when there's honor, recruit. Go and tell the working class woman what you found, right now.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Oh, but I haven't...
Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered? It doesn't really matter, and I do apologize for the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind at a time like this. In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an operation.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I am sure you understand.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn. I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be. I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail. They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric, or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor. Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night. Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbor. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now. It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants. It is very far from disco. My only hope is that you provide a single, concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
The Debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's
The Seraï's giant hornet, the world's second largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours.
Wow.
These men work in tandem using semi- and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all.
The muzzle loaders need to be reloaded after every 1 or 2 shots. The automatics every 1 or 2 minutes.
As I said, a bloodbath. Many bleak scenarios have already come true, Lieutenant W. Frater de Bois. All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation. Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell. They boast a long list of clients: Saint-Baptiste, Welchman Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands, countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil. Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is charged with coordinating law enforcement activities in complex multinational investigations. Their database is the single largest source of information in the world.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, ma'am?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenell. I have, and they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
She's being truthful. She is pressing them as hard as she can.
or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it. The remaining contractors, their tribunal, it's what they believe. That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place? And when?
Last Sunday night,
Well, we did,
at the
though.
Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him. That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor about a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
You'll meet her soon enough, you feel.
If you mean did I see him alive, yes, but I did not know him. Lely, his service name, a nom de guerre most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one. One is a man, Corty, they call him, a nickname as well. The other a woman, Phyllis DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
What would you say was his eye color, the deceased's?
She closes her eyes, trying to picture the man's face, then shakes her head.
I can't remember.
That's all right, then. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age?
He was 40 or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age or gauge his facial expressions.
Indeed, this matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body. What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it, through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once. Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob and their impatience.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative. It's a matter of days, not weeks. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask. Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
For about half a minute, in silence.
It was taken with a trigette not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars. I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent. Port cities. On the oceans. This is an Oranese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the DeLorean century, as early as 300 years ago. The sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels. Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semines Islands, then this. Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Interinsulary Age.
The old world passing by, and the new world already here.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning. The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it.
Where is he now?
I would say he's near the Arcade Islands by now, ready to exit the Insulindian and enter the Pale, if I've read his home address correctly. His platoon members? The other contractors, though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
You wouldn't even know where to start.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Maybe I should. Go. Oh, there's a broken lamp here.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Why am I need to talk to this guy again?
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Circus left on, clowns still here. Well, his friends are coming for you.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Cronell.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us, and Glenn.
Yeah, a well-oiled murder machine.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
That thing has 7 barrels, 1 trigger. You do the math.
So that's 1 dead and a long reload. But whatever.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
You're not bees. You are bees.
We're not bees. We're men. We're socialists.
Easy, E. He's trying to phase you. What are you trying to do? Scare my men? So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army. And the Madre scum.
Barmy Army.
You've been out there. Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
These people are trained military professionals, special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or a barmy army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think. Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen? What do you mean, okay?
I mean, okay, they're going to wipe you the fuck up. I mean, okay, you got this. You got the numbers. I mean, okay, I'll be on your side when they come. I mean, okay, you got this. You got numbers on your side.
Goddamn right we do. We done it before. Ain't that right, fellas?
Fuck yeah, we have. Battle-hardened urban soldiers, man. We got the guns and the reserves.
Yeah. The game gives anxiety to me too. Especially if you play with no reloads. I've decided to play this with like sort of minimal reloads. Well, I haven't reloaded once because it only like I pretty much like took all the same steps. Even if I did like reload, it happened to like, you know, save over. I can see how this game could give you anxiety. It's a bit it's not a bit actually, but a lot of information is like over. Needs more disco. Yeah, the investigation needs more disco.
Yeah, we got reserves. We can call in reinforcements.
Okay. I had no idea how to start, so I pretty much like went on random, and I'm like, oh sweet, this is like any other RPG. I can like upgrade these as I go along, alright? And I'm gonna pick like ton of like different ones, but whatever, you know, it's like first playthrough, and I'm I feel like I'll probably play this again just to see like the other side of things, you know, just go like completely drunk and do some like random shit. Like it's kind of lame that it takes skill point to unlearn these too. Yeah, I did. I did find both of my shoes. Actually, found a lot of things. But well, I was unable to take down the body, right? And like we both shot at it and we both missed, and we're like, oh fuck, so now what now? What do we have to do? We went to ask that guy for it. No, hold on. What am I? Gordon Freeman here. This is about to be done. I need to get the authority up, because I'm sort of like just. I think she's a lorry driver, right? She may be the lorry driver, and kind of like makes sense because she's like, you know, I guess queen in the castle, and I'm like Mario, right? Trying to save her, or maybe I tried to be Mario, tried to save her, and like did this mambo jumbo. Also, I regret I didn't pick the wrapping. The bubblegum wrapping from another dead dude I found on the other side. That kind of like fucking sucks. Because I think something's coming for me. I don't know, man. I'm trying not to die. It gives me anxiety to think that like any other corner can be like lethal, like in the church. Fuck. Alright. The victim's tattoos. Random victim's armor, for your authority to Titus. Sometimes this game's so bullshit. You got like 85% chance of roll, and it like fails you. Just tells you fuck you. So lame. But kind of like makes the same game like whole. I believe the hardcore mode is in this way. What I kind of wanted to play. Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons for sure. D&D sort of style, but I like the detective style in a way. Kingmaker Pathfinder. Kingmaker Pathfinder. Something's familiar. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I never played that. I guess done by the same studio. I suppose the Baldur's Gate, right? Baldur's Gate 3 is a new. Yeah, I haven't tried it yet. I'm gonna get. I really loved Divinity. Divinity was something else. Nice. I know I only know Baldur's Gate because I played Divinity, and I think I played Divinity 1 and Divinity 2. Divinity 2 I played like co-op. It just came out when I played it, so it was kind of nice. Nice when it came out because like they've updated like the co-op. It was great because we got to play it like couch co-op on a PC. We could connect like pretty much like 2 controllers to a PC and have like, you know, monitor split screen and everything like worked nicely. Willow. I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar with I may have seen it. I may have seen it when I was a kid. Like with the translation. Is it the D&D movie? Is it based on D&D? Is it one of those like cheesy movies? Cause was it good? How? 1988, holy fuck. I haven't seen. I'm watching Star Trek right now. Like TNG. So it's I haven't seen much old movies recently because I'm stuck on Commander Picard. I'm so bad with Val Kilmer. Oh yeah, there's a movie about him, right now about Val Kilmer. About like his career, how he did a lot of like good movies, and then he sort of just got kinda stuck out, or like people stopped calling him or some shit. I would have much rather like see that. I think it's on Amazon Prime. I think well, I do have Amazon. I'm gonna watch the document because I remember him from like 90s, I guess. When I was watching movies and stuff.
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable.
All right. Let's call a random number. This is gonna be Val. This is gonna be Val from the past, right?
Calling.
Val's gonna pick up the phone right now.
Still calling. Again? Seriously? Someone with a masculine voice picks up.
Hello, Gerard speaking.
Oh, it's Gerard.
Hello, Gerard. Technically speaking, you're electricity.
Electricity there. I need to speak with electricity, please. Gerard. What a douche name. Change your name. Sorry, wrong number. It's electricity there. Is electricity there? I need to speak to... Fuck off.
No, but I got a feeling I'll kick your ass is gonna make an appearance if you ever call this number again. Have a good one, asshole.
Hey, I'm the
Phone
one
hanging up. Disconnect tone.
Yeah, I'm the one who's paying money here.
Calling.
Calling. Kim's like probably like
Calling.
the fuck.
Calling.
The fuck are you
Still
doing?
calling. Still calling.
Still calling.
Stop calling me, man. I'll get you your money, alright? I just need till tonight. Let me work.
Could you be kind of see your dad? Just call and say, "Hey, yo, like, I'll let go of your dad, you fool, bro." The plans I want to deliver to the Whirling Rags. Oh, that's so fucking mean. That's so fucking mean. Just like tell the guy to like deliver the shit to like to my hotel and like pick it up. Nah, I wouldn't want to fuck with anyone like that. You seem to be in some sort of tribe. I can help. I'm a police officer. I'm a police officer.
The phone gets hanged up fast as lightning. All you hear is a little shuffle of nylon as the hand moves on the other end. Disconnect tone. Jamais vu. Derealization. Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
Nice. So my cap increased here. That's good, right? Because I believe with only nice, but I don't know what to like put the skills in. For some reason, I just put in a lot of interface. You know. Okay. Solve the murder mystery. Murder. Because I guess I need to get some authority. They need to respect my authority and get him to tell me who did the murder, so this de-escalates, or I can find them and kick their ass, but I don't have a fucking gun. I don't have a gun, and that is very lame. Bonus from the thoughts -1. This is I guess this game is pretty cool. I like it. Like more games needs to, like, I feel like if Cyberpunk was structured in the same way as this fucking game, not at the quality that this game's structured at, but at least, you know, halfway, this would be much Cyberpunk would be a much different game. Fuck. Do I really want to find out? Because, like, shit, I'm gonna, like, go in, discover something I shouldn't have. I think one of those guys is hiding up in here. For sure. Do I have any quests here? So I think I watched like a video, and it's like the first fucking frame of the review, it probably spoiled a game for those visual people. And I think the reason I'm not going like deeper into the church, because I think there's gonna be somebody camping there, but I can't really go there because I don't have a fucking gun, and I just spent all my skills into trying this door open. There's a bunker at the back. And holy fuck, I need a lot of
old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
It's interfacing 20. I'm thinking to dump everything in interfacing, but yet I can't. Because my interfacing is already maximum and I still can't open it. What is this?
It's military. A service depot of some sort. The washerwoman mentioned a depot up the coast. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay. This might be it.
Oh shit, I think the automatic fucking gun is there. Fuck, with automatic gun I can take on the world, right? In this world. I feel like the only way to get full interfacing is to get a lot of interfacing. Oh, there's not a much clothing for interfacing. Yeah, I don't have much clothes for interfacing. This but the shame. Feel like these guys are gotta like show up on stuff, like really talk to them. There's a bunch of dudes just chilling in there. Or maybe she knows about tattoos because it's a sailor tattoos, right? She's a sailor. Old lady.
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff. Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Nah, man. You need to solve fucking mystery. You too much disco. You had disco last week. This week is murder solving week.
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
I need to know about those human bodies. A mine. The RCMP would use a mine. Where is it? Drugs? I need info on these major narcs. This place looks bad. Why don't you leave? Oh, because fuck. I don't really want to kick him out because that like big boss in the chair in the trailer. I guess he wanted me to evict these people, but I did accept the quest. I did accept fucking first check though, and I think it's gonna come and bite me. But this place looks pretty drugs. And mine. I need to know about these human bodies. I guess so.
Well, you're barking under the wrong tree then, officer. I have no interest in floaters. Seen enough of them in my life already. Very unattractive bunch.
Shit. Okay. Whatever. I thought you know something about tattoos. Oh, I didn't bring a bottle. Maybe the storyteller knows something about tattoos.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the wave.
My sunken car. So I think I did this to mask a murder I committed, but it's not the murder that I did. It's not the hanged man. It's the dude on with a bubble wrapper which I didn't pick it up. I should have like didn't report the body, and I should have like sort of went to bed or like sent Kim to go to bed, and should have returned, picked up the fucking wrapper without Kim. But shit, I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking. It's already like 2:45. Who made the reporting? Unknown. The pissing competition. Apparently there was pissing match between precinct yours and Kim. Ask him about the initial inspection of the dead body is done. Okay.
Yes?
I want to talk
Me?
to you. Yes.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
Talk some more. We'll work better together if you have more rapport.
Binocular? Is that how they do things over at the 41st? No wonder your clearance rate is so low.
Oh, didn't want to say that. Fuck. Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Now that we've inspected the scene, I want to know about the pissing competition.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
Okay.
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion. Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a
Martinez.
puddle at the end of some
Nothing.
drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
A tremble comes over you. Another after effect of ethanol poisoning, perhaps. Feels like leaves do when they rustle in the breeze, somewhere far away, below the turbine. The 41st and the 57th. The lieutenant was right. It's not about who gets what's north. It's about who doesn't.
Must be an augury and apocalyptic sentiment of this here. I probably haven't a blue. You know what? Here we
He
go.
opens one hand and looks at it. A moment passes.
Which school do you subscribe to? Mambo or Jumbo?
I'm pretty sure I'm a mambo, right? Good thing, Jumbo. I got these strange shivers and being hungover just before chill was done. But nah, these I have a vivid interior. I see and feel things.
It's always good to have a police officer who can see and feel. Was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? If not, we should move. Yes, I'm an unrepentant spoilsport. Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Logic. I think you should know that I can't remember anything. Oh, they sent me so I can... But I was a good officer, right? I don't know. Fucking... Alright, so this is formidable logic. Can I do logic? What's my logic at? Nothing. Alright. I need to figure out how to defeat the armor, so I can go and clear that church. But yet again, I don't have anything to fight with. I'm gonna be like fighting with a crowbar. We have like single shot weapons. I just need to find more items and stuff. Alright. No way I'm gonna buy that. Superstar Corp 6, Apocalyptic 1, Sorry Cop 8, Boring Cop 4, Communist, Fascist, wow. Ultra Moralist, so far the most. Good Cop, Bad Cop 12, Honor 2, People Killed 3, Kaiser Sold. Alright, I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna bring more tea. Oh no. believe it. Can't believe it. It's I kind of like that the time frame goes by the same way as the real time. It's like real time passes. Okay. I think I'll do probably for stream for another 45 minutes, and then I'll take a break for an hour, and I'll resume. Okay, replace lost buoy. I don't know where to find it. All kinds of things washes up. Maybe the buoy's gonna wash up. Right. Kind of this extended vision thing. I think I'm gonna like forget it. It's 2 o'clock. Money. Fuck, as much as I want to go in. I really do want to try this door, but I want to really maximize my interfacing. Just looking for a buoy, man. Feel bad about the buoy. Maybe I tried to crash this thing. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like some supernatural radio computer. Running around doing absolutely fucking nothing. Find the secret passage. Can't do that. Solve. There has to be some way to talk to this person you just haven't found. It's definitely not about the sinus. Sing the science with Noid. Okay. Authority, run number on the victim's armor, victim's tattoos. Yeah, there's not a lot of things I can complete. So whether I need new quests. Missing something. Oh, that's right. There's the last story. There's the last story of Need to Buy Booze. Hear a story from a hobo. Oh no, and I think I did disco with a suspect too. This guy. Because there was like a storyline, right? Like, oh, you gotta get her back. Will you get her back? In the beginning of the game, so naturally.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
And he said, oh, nothing. Oh, maybe the guy knows. Let's go talk to him.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
The unpromising race pupil returns.
God damn it. It's becoming a thing now, huh? Another one? Just make it quick, please.
Observe. Like a peasant hoping to bet a nobler woman. The ham sandwich is reaching straight for the advanced concepts. No humility, awareness, or respect.
Get your dirty hick dick away from these advanced concepts, peasant.
To comprehend time, you must possess at least a basic understanding of how reality works, what the rules are. The look of infinite astoundment in your eyes says you have no idea. The concepts you reach for are far beyond you, Hooper. Without the necessary vocabulary, you are only wasting my time. Educate yourself first. Talk to people and understand the basics.
This again. But you've learned the basics. Guess we need to return to Mr. Monolith once we've figured out what else is missing from the curriculum. A studious approach. Seems like a good direction. Turn it into science.
Come back to me when you've mastered the raison.
Hola, Wandering Man.
Basics of reality. Oh, it's such a confused. This, like, if they. Ревашоль. This guy.
Looking for something?
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Yo, I fucking bet that she has my gun and she'll try to kill her. This is like this little bit like foreshadowing with her mural. I think to diffuse this situation I have to do this mural.
Just an ordinary wall.
Oh,
Nothing
3%.
to see here.
Conceptualization. Yeah. Time to break into apartment. I mean, fuck, should I?
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
I don't know whose door this is though. I don't want to be breaking into apartments. Oh no, did it fucking got stuck in animation? No. Game, please. Oh fuck. No, what is this Halo? No. Well, something bugged out. No, it's okay.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome.
Maybe he knows about that too.
Hi again, gendarme. Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions. Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese. Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types. Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece. Just reporting back whatever I was telling him. Nothing. That I didn't see anything. Why shouldn't he? What friend?
Oh my god, why?
No, I don't think it came up. Sure. Anything else on your mind? Bye-bye, gendarme.
Again? I can't believe this shit. About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
Oh, he's glitched out. I don't want to talk to him.
Yes? What is it?
You see a heavy steel door. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your clean-shaven face, adorned with the expression. You're still not accustomed to it.
Tool not in hand. What tool? Music?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your clean-shaven face, adorned with the expression. You're still not
Use
accustomed
your
to it.
chain cutters and fix the faucet.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, the faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it. The door is closed. An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the... You hear the same waiting room music, but no one picks up the receiver anymore. You ring the doorbell, but no one answers. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair. Silence. No one answers your call. Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident. Silence. No one answers the doorbell. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you. Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore. You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call. You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens. Try again. You didn't press it hard enough. 12 name cards on the...
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Low 28. Authority godly. Shit. It's like the longer it goes, the less options I have. I have to explore things. Oh, I think that's quite alcohol. That's right, that's what I went to the other side to get like some booze.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Where's the boost cabinet?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles. A colorful...
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Pale aged vodka. $30. Big expense one.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Sure, let me have a look. I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment, and certainly not expensive armor that's liable to bring mercenaries to my doorstep. Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time, perhaps.
fuck it. I guess I'm gonna go explore church, see what's happening there. Anything, I'll reload, whatever. You still talk to them, right? She said it's fine to talk to them.
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent. And then it's gone, almost all of it, but for the faintest of hums. You can hardly hear your own breathing. You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more. Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the soft... The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
Can you hear anything? I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics.
His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable he is. The lieutenant doesn't reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you. The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
This red check.
The silence. The darkness. They've enveloped you as in a cocoon. Relax. It'll be okay.
Wow, I passed 17% check. What the fuck?
It's like there's something moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the tower and it's making its way toward you through all the other shadows.
What the fuck?
It's not a shadow anymore, becoming more substantial as it gets closer. The shape of an animal descends.
Officer, is there something up there?
Oh no, you've lost sight of it. Where did it go? Yes, the darkness makes the ceiling feel infinitely far away. You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes. Maybe it's possible to talk to it. The shadow is a man made of the same stuff as the carpentry of the building. He is studying you intently. The crab man. The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesk and a district in Jamrock. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in Rivershaw.
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing, too. It's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality. Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
Está crudo, way. I see deep inside you. Your body and your spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence, and you don't even know it. Not all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc El Vino is wrecking on your mind and your spirit. Necesita parar, homie.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
If the lieutenant agrees, then maybe, just maybe, you should pay attention.
The grave's coming for your little identity sooner than you think, Holmes. You sure you're ready? The mother could set you free from all that shit. This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
This Mother of Silence sounds like a serious player. You might want to be careful until you find out what you're dealing with.
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes. No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear. That's what I said, Holmes. Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests. I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or
search through her radio computer.
the ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Think they scared of me. Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway. Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Might even be nice to have some company.
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
Oh.
The lieutenant doesn't say anything, but you can sense that he doesn't like you meddling with the machine. In white, silver, and apricot faience, the young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad, a dark and radiant majesty. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel. Your knees touch the floor. The floorboards are hard and cold. There you kneel among the snowdrifts, diffuse light falling on your hands from beyond the glass. The world is silent, but for the creaks and cracks of the massive wooden structure behind you, it covers you from the wind outside. In the darkness, you sense her eyes on you, inspecting you with their multicolored glass, as if you're a bug under a microscope. The woman looks down at you kneeling. She towers among her followers, architects, laymen, courtiers. There is a sad smile on her lips and a glint in her green-blue eye of what? Compassion? Remorse? She acknowledges the passing of someone who is still alive. You. As that useless word passes through your mind, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder. Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times. Then you rise from your knees into the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles her distant smile, sundered by the crack in the glass. It's a mystery sprinkled with self-pity. All you know is, this is the young mother of humanity, and that you should go. Do something else. Escape her sad, worry-worn look.
The old woman in the village was right. This must be the DeLorean Church of Humanity in Martinez, or the small Pinewood Church in some records. It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Revachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers.
On the coast of an uninhabited archipelago where only animals had roamed before, in the wild reeds.
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Lesetsa, they call them, the 7 Sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find anything connected to the lynching here. Something else, perhaps?
Respectful? Is the lieutenant a follower of DeLoreanism? A pang of guilt. The lieutenant is leaving something out.
I have a theory, yes. There was a police raid a while back. I heard the place was shot to pieces. The old woman in the village was being tactful with us when she didn't mention it. She has more respect for the RCM than many around here. Well, your station was involved, I hear, although I can't be sure. 3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say Precinct 41 was one of them. I'm sorry, I'm not saying you were. It was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything about it, why it was conducted or who participated. I try not to pry into extra-district matters. Good luck. You will not get information on a confidential operation from your station secretary just by calling. If you really don't remember, it might be better to keep this one forgotten. It happened a while ago. It's unimportant to our business in Martinez now. Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. The laws we enforce are DeLorean in origin. It's not spiritual, it's constitutional. The DeLorean system does not demand faith, only accordance.
Alright, I'm gonna stop it here for now. And I'll be back. So this fucking went well. I guess I was wrong. Anyway. Alright, I'll be back later on. I'm gonna